Hi everyone, it's Hian from DH Garden Center in beautiful Kitsilano. So, have you ever looked at your plant and thought, am I watering too much or not enough? You are not alone. Honestly, watering is one of the things that sounds super simple but causes the most plant drama. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to water your indoor plant the right way. No stress, no guesswork, and no root rot. And whether you are a forgetful plant parent like me or just getting started, these tips will help your plants stay happy and healthy. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Tip number 1. The most common watering mistake. Let's start with the most common issue I see in plant care, and that's a watering mistake. And trust me, I've been guilty for all of them at some point. The two biggest problems: overwatering, giving your plants too much love, or underwatering, forgetting them completely. So, how do you know the difference? Let's break it down. If your plant's leaves are turning real low, getting mushy, or the soil smells musty, it's probably overwatered. And if the leaves are creepy, dry, or dropping off, it's probably underwatered. And look at that. Ooh, it looks creepy. It's underwater. You can see in the phosphor light. Yeah, you can see it looks too dry. But here's the thing most people don't realize. You shouldn't water on the fixed schedule. Not all plants need water every Sunday. Not all pots dry at the same time. Not all pots dry at the same rate. Instead, water based on the plant and the soil condition. I will show you how in tip 2. So, that's there were a time I watered my plant every Friday until I noticed my succulent was rotting while my prayer plant was still thirsty. That's when I learned plants have personalities too. You can treat them at the same. So we can learn how to do the water in the tip number 2. And tip number 2, how to check if your plant really needs water. Alright, now overwatering and underwatering are both common. The next question is, how do you actually know when your plant needs water? The answer is simple. You check your soil, not your calendar. Yeah, it's very simple, right? It shows you a few easy ways I use in my own shop and at my home. Method 1, you can use finger test. This is the most basic and surprisingly accurate method. Just take your finger and stick into 1 to 2 inch deep into the soil. That's round up to your second locker. If you feel dry, that's deep, it's time to water. If it still feels damp, wait a few more days. It's work for most plants, especially tropicals like prayer plant, peperomias, or philodendrons. And I mean that's like, but you are not a fan of getting your hand dirty, so you can use method 2. Method 2, you can use chopstick or wooden skewer test. This one grease for those who want to stay clean. Use the easy, just simple, like take a wooden chopstick, skewer, or even a popsicle. Yeah, popsicle stick. Push into the soil all the way down near to the root. Leave it for like 30 seconds, then pull it out. If it comes out clean and dry, the soil is dry, so you go ahead and water. And if it looks dark or have soil sticking to it, that means it's still moist, and you can wait for a little bit longer. It's super useful for succulent, cactus, and even plants in deep ceramic pots where it's hard to see the soil surface. Now let's go to method 3. Pick up the pot. This one take a little bit practice, but once you get used to it, it's fast. Basically, you learn how heavy your plant feels when the soil is wet versus dry. Try it. After watering your plant, lift up and feel the weight. Yeah, that's just plain. You lift up and you feel the weight. Oh, it's heavy. You feel heavy. And then wait for a few days. Lift again. And you will notice it gets lighter. When the pot feels very light, that usually means the soil is dry. It's a perfect time to water. It's especially helpful if your plants are in plastic nursery pots inside cover pots, like we use a lot here in the store. So, another tip for you: if your plants is in a pot with no drain hole, please be extra careful. It's much easier to overwater because the water has nowhere to go. You can either repot into something with a drainage or use nursery pot inside a decorative pot. That way you can leave it out to water and let it drain fully and put it back. So recap quickly. Use your finger or wooden stick or check by weight. That's a way you can check the soil if it's dry, need to water or not. So you don't need fancy gadgets, just simple habits that make a big difference. Tip number 3, how to actually water your plants the right way. Okay, so now you've figured out when to water. Let's talk about how to do it properly. Believe it or not, the technical you use when watering is just as important as the timing. A lot of people either pour a little bit of water on tops and walk away, or they absolutely flood the plant every time. Both of those methods can lead to unhappy roots. So let me walk you through the right way to water step by step. Step number 1, water deeply, not frequently. When it's time to water, don't just wet the top of the soil. You want to soak the entire root zone. That means watering until you see the water draining out of the bottom of the pot. Why? Because shallow watering on wets the surface and the roots stay dry underneath. Your plant might still drop. Even thought the top look wet. But when you water deeply, roots grow strong and go downwards, which helps your plant stay healthy and stable. And step number 2, let the water drain out completely. Always use a pot with a drainage hole. Or like I do here in my store, use nursery pots with drainage and place it inside a decorative cover pot when it's time to water. Yeah, you can do like that. When it's time to water, take the plant out of the cover pot, bring it to the sink, top, or your watering trays. Water it slowly, even until it drains. Let it sit for a few minutes to finish the draining, then return it to the cover pot, like this. This one step will save your plants from root rot and overwatering issue. Step 3, use the right tools. You don't need fancy gadgets, but a few things help a lot. A small water can with a narrow spot with great for targeting the soil, especially in crowded pots. For chilling plants like stringer pear, you can use squeeze potters or even a turkey buster to direct water right into the soil without soaking the leaves. And if you are in a hurry, you can use bottom watering trays. Just make sure to dump out any leftover water after 15 to 20 minutes. Otherwise, your plants sit in soggy roots. That's not good either. Step number 4, know your plant personally. Succulent and cacti like beer paw, Hawatia, want the soil to dry out completely before watering again. But tropical plants like prayer plant or peperomia herb prefer slightly moist soil, especially during warmer months. So again, no fixed schedule. Just listen to your plant and check the soil. And one last thing, don't water with cold water in the freeze. Room temperature water is better. It's less soaking for the root. And if you are using tap water, let it sit out for a few hours to let the chlorine set, especially if your plant is sensitive like calatheas or Hoya. So wrap up this step, like water deeply, drain completely, or use the right tools, match your method to your plant. That is simple, right? So, alright, now you know how to water your indoor plants the right way. No more watering, no more creepy leaves, and definitely no more guesswork. Just a few simple habits can make a huge difference in your plant's health. In the next video, we are going to talk about another major factor that affects to your plant's success. That's light. How much is too much? And what kind of plants can survive in low light or windowless bathroom? I will show you how to match the right plant to the right spot in your home. And don't miss out the new video. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share with your fellow plant lover, or leave a comment. I'd love to hear how your watering routine is going. Bye for now.